Welcome back to part 7, Emerald Tablet 11. It went off on me, the last one. So come on back.
What's that?
I'm gonna talk about that guy we listened to. What's his name?
Billy Carson?
Yeah.
Yep. What about him?
I was just thinking about his theory. To him, each individual is basically their own God.
Yeah.
So basically, if I look at you and you know, you're a God, I'm a God.
Thank you for finally admitting it.
And there's no higher being, basically, you know, higher being than you. Because, you got the poor, you got the red. But still, ain't nobody higher than nobody, because you ain't got to bow down on nobody. That's basically what he's telling you. And if you really look at it, it really tell you that Jesus ain't real as people think he is. He telling people they praise him for nothing.
Well, I know that Billy Carson dude, that's what he said, because his, I guess, real name was Yeshua, and it was closer to Joshua than it was Jesus. And then the actual word of Jesus when you're praying out has no meaning, and partly because, you know, the English language is supposed to be a low vibrational language, and that's part of, I think, the design that the people right now that are in power, that are manipulating freaking through the news media and all that stuff, like they are where is they going with that? Oh, they're just trying to like control. They're trying to keep in control, but their control is kind of like, you know, more people are waking up and seeing that, you know, the U.S. isn't the, you know, or whatever, the world isn't. And you know, the whole as within, so without, and all that stuff, I kind of think of like the world is how my inner life feels like, and then my bedroom is as messy as my actual life is. You know, my truck is as messy as my actual life is, and so my shop is as messy and you know, or as like, or doing as good as my life is, you know, like, and maybe even some of my friendships lately, I definitely have been that, like, it's messy.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, friends are the kind of, you know, how often do you get really in arguments with friends, you know, all the time? But hopefully not.
That's just the stupid part about life. You know, people, I understand, why would you break up a friendship because of an argument?
Right.
People gonna argue sometimes.
And people just kind of have their own inner reasoning for their beliefs and their behaviors. If you are to get to know the person really well, you will, and you know that you may never know why a person's afraid of heights or something, but there is a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand how people can believe some of the shit that it's a mystery. No, man, you should aim at perfection, for only thus can ye attain the goal. Know thou, or thou ye should know that nothing is perfect, yet it should be thy aim and thy goal. Yeah, if you're only gonna the only way to be perfect is to, or no, the only way to be your best is to try your best, or something like that. Boom, 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 boom.
Still, how can you judge what you're doing is right or wrong?
Well, I mean, if it feels right, then it's right. But some people don't, I don't know. Some people aren't taught. So I think it's a biopsychosocial thing, like you're kind of inherently, biologically, psychologically, sociologically influenced. But I've always known that killing was wrong. I never really, I got in plenty of fights with my brothers and stuff, but I never like hit them in the face. I always, we had kind of like an understanding that that's just not what you do. However, I mean, I've hit my older brother in the face when I was an adult. But that's, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, bro.
Yeah, because you don't. Yeah, that was a fun day. Ceased again the voice of the nine, and into my consciousness the words had sunk. Now seek I ever more wisdom, that I may be perfect in law with the all. So, into my consciousness, well, that could mean many things too. Into the three-dimensional realm, and it's not like he's, you know, for a couple hours thinking about it and then coming out and understanding everything. It's like it could actually be like thousands of years for all we know. Like now I seek ever more wisdom, that I may be perfect. So he always looking for wisdom. So he wants knowledge, he wants wisdom. That I'd be perfect, which is kind of, so this when it gets into the other tablets, dude, like some of it can be a little really freaking crazy. This one isn't one of the crazier ones, but I don't think. Soon go I down to the halls of Amente, to live neath the cold flower of life. Ye whom I taught shall never more see me, yet live I forever in the wisdom I taught. All that man is because of his wisdom, all that he shall be is the result of his cause. List ye now to my voice, and become greater than common man. Lift thine eyes upward, let light fill thy being, be thou ever children of light. Only by effort shall ye grow upward to up the plane where light is the all of the all. Be ye the master of all that surrounds thee. Never be mastered by the effects of thy life. Create then ever more perfect causes, and in time shalt thou be a son of the light. Free let thine soul soar, ever upward, free from the bondage and fetters of night. Lift thine eyes to the sun in the sky space. For thee, let it be a symbol of life. Know that thou art the great light, perfect in thine own sphere, when thou art free. Look not ever into the blackness. Lift up thine eyes to the spaces above. Free let thine light flame upward, and shalt thou be a child of the light. Sorry, this one I kind of just took it upon myself, because it was kind of a lot of common sense stuff, but I know, like, lift thine eyes to the sun, like, it could mean in the sky space. So that's almost talking about sun gazing right there. But that I'm a little biased on that because I've heard about it and stuff. But perfect. Know that thou art the great light, perfect in thine own sphere. upward to the plane where light is the all of the all. Be masters of surround you, master. Never be mastered by the effects of thy life. Like don't let people push you around. Create, or energies push you around, I should say. Effects of life. There's cause and effect. Okay. Which will be Emerald Tablet 12. Great then, evermore perfect causes, and in time shalt thou be a son of the light. You will be with the light. Free let thy soul soar ever upward, free from the bondage and fetters of night. Lift thine eyes to the sun in sky space, which is sun gazing. So, for thee, because it was, in some cultures, there were the only people that could look at the sun, were allowed to look at the sun, are shamans, and were shamans. And and this falls within the 5 tablets that were not released until a certain time. And so it's a lot of important stuff in these 5 tablets, possibly than the rest of the tablets. I mean, it's all important, I think, but let it be a symbol of life. Look never into the blackness. Lift up thine eyes to the spaces above. Free let thine light flame upward, and shall thou be a child of the light. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. To live neath the cold flower of life. Back that must have been during the Ice Age, maybe? Yet whom I have taught shall never more see me, yet live I forever in the wisdom I taught. Yes. Okay. Do you have anything?
Well, I'm paying attention to the paragraph. I'm going to jump in on that.
What's that?
Go back and read that paragraph again.
Which one?
What you just said.
Soon I go down to the halls of Mente to live neath the cold flower of life. The cold flower of life. Yet whom I have taught shall never more see me. Yet live I forever in the wisdom I taught. So maybe he's done being in this dimension. He's done. But the wisdom is in here and it lives on. Yet I forever in the wisdom I taught. Well, so how's your first tablet?
Oh, I love the first tablet.
What's that?
Oh, well, it was good. That's good.
Good.
The tablet's always good, but it make you go back to thinking that all the time you believe in this, make you feel what you believe in was some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like from before?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Make you look at your belief like, I don't know like that.
Well, do you take it as he's doing it in a rude way or anything?
No, I take it as he's doing it in a way that to enlighten us about something. You know, just like, you know, people like us, just everyday living people like us. He's enlightening us in a way that this is something that y'all didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, thought it was like this, you thought it was like that, but it wasn't.
What's that?
I'm saying, you know, the way we thought of the world, then you know, you see it as a totally different way. Like, see, we put so much belief in God instead of putting so much belief in ourselves.
Right.
And basically telling us that the same life and the walk that we live right now today, that who we believe as God, who we believe as Jesus, live the same way. But they became men over men, lords over lords, and gods over other gods. So what we always say, there's only one God. Evidently, most of more than one God. You know, more than one Lord.
Well, these lords and stuff he's talking are not necessarily gods per se, nor was anybody said to be really a god. He just, the technology was supposed to be like, you know, they're in a different consciousness level too, and like, but like,
You know, but you gotta look at the way he said how they became gods over man is that you had one man so rich, so powerful, and the other man's had a bigger army. You know, he had bigger everything. You know,
well,
money was power then.
He also says that technology that you know, people don't understand, they consider it magic, you know, and so like, so even if it's almost like, even if you say go to a higher plane or, you know, or a different deal, it's not necessarily God in the way that, you know, we have been taught, understood. It's like, it's just another form of, you know, reality, or, you know, and there, I mean, it's said that there is, you know, with the Fibonacci sequence and stuff, you can tell pi, phi, and all that craziness, and that you can, oh yeah, I mean, that's evidence of a creator, you know, like, to say that, you know, people are gods over, you know, over the ocean, all that might mean is like, this being had freaking technology that were freaking way above, and they just, you know, they called him a god, you know. That's how I take it, but I understand that, yeah. Yep. It's a lot to take in, and
That's a lot to take in. A whole lot.
Definitely. This is Emerald Tablet 11, Part 7. Hope you had a great time. Good day. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Don't leave me.
We're leaving. We gotta leave. Sorry.